Some of them are £10. So say you invent a business called, let's call it, look, EddieBoomForLife.com. Yeah, EddieBoomForLife.com. And say you're making fucking gloves and masks or cups or this. What you do, you go into a computer like GoDaddy.com. Go into GoDaddy.com, put in that title of your business you want and see if it's free. If that domain's free, you buy it on the spot and then set a website. They do all of it for you. They do everything for you. Just give them a little sub fee every month and they'll set your site up for you and do the comes and goings. So what you need to be thinking about now in these times of unemployment, in these times of no state education, how are you going to keep yourself flowing? Are you just going to be reliable on the state to feed you? You can't rely on the state. I think we all know that. You can depend on them when it comes to the crunch, but you can never rely on them. Do you understand what I mean? They're always going to mess with something. When you want your routine in place, solid and secure, they'll make it insecure. So don't rely on that. Just look into it. Anyway, it's 9:30. I know there's a lot of entrepreneurs out there. I know there's a lot of young kids out there that sell weed. Shift it. Shift it, la. Jump that fence. Use that mindset to make dough legit. And you tap into a network of good people. When you're on the good line and the good path, you end up mixing with the good people in life. Good people that help you, raise you, elevate you, praise you for the right reasons. Or you can stay on that side with your entrepreneurial skills that'll probably make you a millionaire on the legal side. On that side, them entrepreneurs, they're getting wasted. Why? Because you'll have a few years in there. I'll give you 5 years at tops. At tops. And then you're finished. And then you go to jail. And in jail, all you've got in jail is people that are brainy to fuck. They all know this. They all know how to do that. They all know how to make this money and do this and do that and do that. But they're stupid enough to get themselves locked up and not being able to enjoy it. So that's what you're going to get when you enter prison. The minute you enter prison, you're going to get experts on every subject. But really, they haven't got a clue. Do it this way, do it that way. You're getting taught off a dickhead that's been sat in a cell all his life. Doesn't learn. Doesn't do a 10-year sentence, get out and behave and sort his life out. He's back in within a year. And that's who you'll be sitting with. And these people are drug dealers. These people are nonsense. You'll be eating your dinner with nonsense who you don't know are nonsense until they get exposed. If you want to go and live in that sort of life, see the way you're waking up now, mate, and you're just free to open your window, blaze a joint, get dressed when you want, go out when you want. It's not like that in jail. If you're not up at 9:10 on certain landings in certain prisons, you're missing your shower for the day. But then you get you up at 9 to get your shower and then leave you locked in your cell all day to do nothing. So you're up fresh, you've had your shower and then you're locked in a box all day to do nothing. Why would you want to go and live that life? When you're in a room, doesn't matter where your room is right now, it can be in a hostel, it can be in shared accommodation, it can be in your nana's, it can be in your dad's, it can be anywhere. You're allowed to open it and walk out. You're allowed to get a shower when you want. You're allowed to eat when you want. You're allowed to associate with who you want. In prison, you've got to associate with everyone and anyone, because if you don't, you won't get through your jail. If you become a loner, you get targeted. If you go into jail thinking you can just lock off and stay away from all that madness, you can't. You get involved anyway. You're involved in the prison environment. And it can go bad like that. See all these big hard kids now? You heard them in the last few years going to jail. And this is fact. You've got the likes of the Lamb. You've got the Whitney gang. You've got all that Kirk Bradley and all that. You know the first thing they do is pay people to protect them within the system. That's fact. And it's normally Muslim kids or Salford kids. That's fact. That's what's going on in prison. What you need to be doing, you kids, as I said at the beginning of this conversation, or this guidance talk I'm giving you right now, is become entrepreneurial. Start looking at things where you can make legit money. Start looking at things where you're not dependent on other groups or other people that can make yourself sufficient in your life. You don't need to depend on him to say yes to you. Do you understand what I'm saying? If you're around people and they're saying no to you, you shouldn't be around them. People don't say no who want to elevate you. They say you shouldn't do it like that. That's not the best way of doing things. They don't tell you no. Anyway, Jane Foreman, hope you're good. Nathan W, Dudley's on the map. How can we donate, by the way? Dylan Miller. You know what, there's a lot of people wanting to donate to me. Like I had a woman last night. She's from Liverpool. There's a group of them, powerful women. I'm not going to start mentioning names. And they just would not leave me alone until I accepted a gift off them. I wouldn't leave them alone. I started getting told, you're being rude. Why are you being rude? Why can you not accept this? And I'm GoFundMe pages and getting people making false accusations against me. I don't want no money out of you. Don't want it. You know what I mean? I've got nowhere to donate anything for me. Whatever gets donated to me goes straight into a bank account and then it's withdrawn and spent on day-to-day things and me just trying to get back on my feet. I do not spend any money I'm given on drugs. Don't ever think I do. Don't think I get money off him as to help me with my house and then I'm out buying weed with it. I don't work like that and I never have done. Morning, Darren. Keep up the good work. Yes, bro. So what I've decided, well, I told them women last night, because there's loads of people wanting to donate, like, you know, things for little Quintus, you know, like baby grows and all stuff like that. So I'm going to go and try and get a P.O. box address. So I'll have a P.O. box address. You can send stuff to there if you want to send it to there. But it'll be checked by them before it gets to me. So it just takes that risk away, doesn't it? You know, rats sending me mad shit and that, like they did in that Myrtle place. If anyone wants to donate, buys the L5 at and represent. You could buy and represent by doing this. I embrace the fact, but if you want to support the message of choose a life, not a knife, make sure it's got choose a life, not a knife on it. On the clothes. Anything with L5 on it. I get a percentage of the profit. Not all of it, I get a percentage of it. It's not much, but you know, it's helping. Regan Lee Morris, you know what, lad? I was going to train at 10 today, and I was going to train every day at 10. But it's pointless, mate. But what I can do, I'm training still. But what's happening, lad, is I'm going on my thing. We're all flying into it, and then you get rats complaining, and it just gets shut for a little minute while they assess it, and then you let me back on. You're on it, but it's the disruption. It's not good. Now, unless I've got a proper platform, which I'm trying to set up, I've told you the other week in it, I'm trying to set something like a fucking, what did he call it? Well, anyway, one of them sites, Zoom. I'm trying to set a Zoom up, so loads of people can lock in off the internet and have a secure feed so it's not disrupted. But what I will be doing is this. I'll be doing circuits. I'll record the circuits on a live every so often because I can't record them unless they're 15 minutes long. Don't worry about it. Stay on the site, keep watching on the site, and you will be getting regular training schedules for you. What you can just go, right, today I'm doing workout B, and then alright, tomorrow I'm going to do workout C, but you'll have workout A, B, C and D within your possession, so you can just go, I'll have this today and do this, I'll have that today and do this. Now my voice motivates you. Seeing me on the screen jumping around motivates you. I know this, and